In this video, I'm going to give you 5 reasons that you need to start an office cleaning business, and you need to do it immediately before the big rush. What's up, everybody? Mike Mak here, back with another video. I'm the founder of automatedcleaningbusiness.com. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the big rush. I'm kidding. I think there's always a big rush. I'm gonna go into depth about that, but I'm gonna really give you 5 real reasons why, if you've been thinking about doing it, now is a good time to jump head in. And if you've never considered it, you are going to see these reasons. And I think they're gonna be pretty persuasive to ultimately getting to a point of, why do I not have a cleaning business? Why do we not have one? All right, so without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, reason number 1 why you should start a cleaning business is, well, they're simple. Being a successful business owner, or just being financially successful in general, is about managing risk, right? You have to manage risk because ultimately you have to invest money, because businesses just don't start making money unless you help grow them. And to grow them and to ultimately succeed, ultimately when you want to be financially successful and you want to start a successful business, sometimes it's not just making the right decisions that you have to think about, it's also considering what happens if I make the wrong decision. You know, if I'm heading towards success, if I could be easily derailed constantly, every step of the way, every day, without the proper foreknowledge, is a potential to derail your business and ultimately lose all your profit and lose all of your investment. We don't want that. We don't want that at all. So what's one way that we can help manage risk of becoming, let's say, financially independent, or, you know, adding something solid to your portfolio? Well, it's by investing in a simple business. Now, what makes this simple? How can I confidently say this is simple versus, let's say, a restaurant? Well, I can say that, you know, a restaurant, there is a huge overhead. I mean, there is a lot of money that goes into a restaurant, and then getting the space, you know, securing the right location, securing just like, hey, do I have a hungry market? Ultimately, do I have the right people? Do I have the right clientele that are gonna really resonate? I mean, I don't know about you, but I've seen some great restaurants go out of business super quick because they just flat out were in the wrong area. So there's a lot that goes into running a business like that. But now when you compare that to a cleaning business, as long as there's offices, there's profit. And the reason why this is simple is you don't need all of that, all of the overhead, all of that massive investment upfront, all of that risk upfront. You don't have that, because although there is still investment, it's not hundreds of thousands of dollars, one. And the second thing is, once you're set up and looking for clients, every time you secure a client, at the same time, you just want to put a cleaner or 2 there, train them up, and then you're on to the next location. Why that's awesome is every time you secure a client, as long as you take care of them, which it's pretty simple, you'll keep getting them paying you every single month because you're in a contract. They're not going to go anywhere, and they don't want to go anywhere because it's a pain in the neck. But I don't want to kill that point to death. The point is, it's very simple. Get clients, get cleaners, and ultimately delegate tasks, and you have a simple business model. Before we get to reason number 2, if you are enjoying this video, if you're enjoying the content and you do find it valuable, hit me with a thumbs up, and also hit that subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. Back to the content. Reason number 2 why you should start a cleaning business is they are 9 to 5 friendly. Or if you are working in your own business doing something different and you kind of work in 9 to 5, this still applies to you. Now, why is that the case? Well, for starters, if you are working a 9 to 5, you are working 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. What's super cool about that is offices, typically you're not starting till around 5 p.m. So that second shift of the day is typically when that cleaning business is going to be in service, when your company is going to be servicing clients. So if something happens where it just needs a little bit of your attention, it's not going to be during the morning times while you're working. So you could really get a second business off the ground or add another company to your portfolio at night. And don't worry, it's not going to rip you away from your family, but if you have the systems in place to where you know how to get clients and you know how to put cleaners there and you know how to delegate CEO tasks, it'll never become a situation where, oh my goodness, I'm working 9 to 5 plus I'm working 6 to 12 at night because I have a cleaning service. No, you'll never be in that spot, providing you don't, I'll be honest, watch this channel. But seriously, it is really friendly. So if that has been a worry of yours, this is the right type of business, so you're not stuck. Let's get to the third thing. The third reason why you should start a cleaning business right now is speed to profit. Yes, speed to profit. Why do I say that? Why is that important? Well, because let's think about it. When you are making an investment into, let's say, stocks, or let's say you're making an investment into real estate, or let's say you're just getting into a different business altogether. Earlier, I used a restaurant, so I'm not going to beat them up, but let's say you start a gym. Why don't we use that as an example? Okay, you went out and you've invested, let's see, $250,000 to $500,000 into a gym, and now the clock is ticking because you have to recoup that investment. Problem is that when you're building, let's say something like a gym with a brick and mortar, you got to make sure you hire the right people, and you have to make sure that you are creating a great customer experience, but you're also having to have that mindset of like, okay, I need to grow. 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 Now, that is a lot to worry about at one time. You're kind of wearing a bunch of different hats, and you have to be really talented. You have to be really good in a lot of different areas. So it takes time to recoup investment. So if you invested, let's say $250,000 or $500,000 or even more, sometimes some of these gyms $1 million, $2 million, etc. It's going to take you years to recoup that investment. Now let's take it back to a cleaning business. Now you won't be investing nearly the same amount of money. Actually, you determine how much you invest. I mean, because cleaning services, I mean, you really can get a bootstrap like for next to nothing. I would say the more you do invest into the right things for your cleaning service, the faster you will grow ultimately. But why this is great is you don't have to put nearly as much into something like this. Maybe just a small fraction of what you would put into like a traditional type business. And guess what? When you are targeting clients that pay you $4,000 to $5,000 per month, it is incredibly fast to get your money back. Like let's say one dealership office near you pays you $5,000 a month. Just that one place, you take that over 12 months and now it's $60,000 to your company. Now let's say you were able to land 5 offices. Let's just say all you could do is 5 offices and let's say 7 months. A few dealerships, a few medical spaces, or maybe one gym, whatever. And they're all $5,000 in terms of average. You take $5,000 per month because it is recurring. You don't have to wonder where the money's coming from next month. If you take one of those times 12, it's obviously 60. But if you did 5 offices in 7 months, that is a lot of money. To be exact, it would be $60,000 times the 5 offices you have, which would bring to a grand total of $300,000 to you, to your family every single year. Think about it. Now, of course, I'm not saying that all goes to you, but you will take a large chunk of that. And imagine just being in business 7 months and bringing home that type of money. That's why I say speed to profit is a really, really desirable thing. Let's get to the next thing. All right, reason number 4. I'm gonna go fast with the next 2, but it is recession proof. That's a big reason to start. Why? Because you never know, right? We're in times that just seem to be, from now on, it's just gonna be crazy, right? Expect the unexpected. And the reason why I say this is recession proof is because offices will be open. Now, even in the worst of times, you will lose some offices, but primarily businesses are going to continue to stay open. Now, medical offices aren't going away, gyms aren't going away, car dealerships aren't going away. You know, these are essentials in the economy. We need cars to drive, we need medical support, and a lot of people do need the gym, right? So because of those reasons, you tend to focus on servicing those clients, and that's why I can confidently say you don't have to worry about them going anywhere. This one, I don't feel like I need to go into too great a detail. I feel like you're with me on that. It's just you target offices that are gonna be around, and you don't have to worry about your business suffering because of it. Straightforward. But that's number 4. Let's get to the number 5 reason. All right, reason number 5 why you should start a cleaning business and you should do it immediately is it's still growing. Yeah, recently it blew my mind when I realized that the cleaning service market is doing $168 billion. Yes, and it's estimated to nearly double by the time we get to 2029. I mean, that type of growth is hard to kind of wrap your mind around, but it is a huge service. People need stuff cleaned, and specifically offices. Offices need to be cleaned. Offices need to be taken care of. They need to be serviced. This is a service that you don't have to convince people. How nice of it. Let's say you're doing another business right now where you have to convince people they need life insurance, or you have to convince people they need marketing service. This is not that at all. Imagine if you were selling services to people who knew they needed it. You didn't need this big elaborate pitch at all. You just needed to separate yourself from everybody else, and you can win these bids, win these long-term recurring clients. This is a growing industry I'm so happy to be a part of, and I think you should really be a part of it. And that's it. That's reason number 5. Now I can keep going, but I don't want this video to keep going. So if you are looking to build your cleaning business, looking to get a piece of that big, beautiful pie, and you would like to work with me one-to-one, check out my free training below. It's legit. It's a free training. No BS, no fluff. Check it out. First link in the description. For everyone else, watch this video. I'll see you in the next one.